Hello and welcome. I am Harsh Kumar Khatwani and you are watching the show Our Cyber Physical Future. In today's time, our world is moving towards an era of innovative technologies that come under the umbrella known as the cyber physical systems. You must have heard of Delhi Metro's first driverless train, which will get implemented by the end of 2019. It is the technology based on cyber physical systems. Some of the examples of cyber physical systems include cars without drivers, robots, smart cities, etc. Cyber physical system, in short CPS, is not science fiction. It is the reality of the future. But here comes the question, how do scientists build such systems? Why has it become such a hot topic and who will get benefited from this technology? Before we move forward, let's watch a report on cyber physical systems.
Imagine the world where you don't have to drive your cars, where the robot does surgery, and we have robots as our friends. All this is possible with the help of cyber-physical systems. The term cyber-physical systems emerged in 2006, coined by Helen Gill at National Science Foundation in the US. The cyber-physical systems are the technical systems in which network computers and robots interact with the physical world. In simple terms, in cyber-physical systems, computers and real-world objects interact with each other to perform a specific task. A robot is the best example of a cyber-physical system. By 2050, these systems may interact in many domains, like driving on roads, moving alongside us in our daily lives, and working within our industries. Due to the scope of this interaction, understanding the impact of these systems is essential. Our experience has taught us that technologies never operate precisely as anticipated. There are always unintended effects, some good, some bad, and others that are never truly realized. Potential of CPS shows that they can have considerable impacts on various areas in our personal and professional lives. But with great technologies comes the greater responsibility. Privacy and security can be the primary concern with the advent of cyber-physical systems.
Whether we talk about artificial intelligence or Internet of Things, machine learning or quantum computing, all of these come under cyber physical systems. To talk about this physical systems, we have with us Dr. Nadadur Janardhan, who is a retired IS officer and former advisor of United Nations and currently working with children to build awareness about upcoming technologies. Welcome to the show, sir.
My pleasure.
So we will begin a discussion about what exactly is cyber physical system.
To answer this question, I would like to put the context so that we understand whom are we addressing and why we are addressing. We all know that India is the youngest nation. Children, the percentage of children, the average age of children is below 30. And in years to come, it is going to come less. There is no such country like that in the world. And we are the oldest civilization. The future of these children, of our country, they should be great, they should be awesome, they should be wonderful. That is the focus of many of the programs that are being undertaken. Now coming to children, who are these children that we are talking about? Much of the work that we do are children who are in class 6 to 8, maybe from age 12 to 14, studying in government schools, in rural areas, and most of them in the aspirational districts of the rural areas. Just imagine these children who are 12 years old, when they go to college, when they come out of college, when they come to face the life, 10 years would have easily passed. We are now in 2019, and when they're out, it will be 2030 and beyond. The question then is how these children would prepare themselves, because if none of us know, if their parents don't know, if the teachers really don't know about this, how the world is going to be, then what do? One thing is certain, but you all see it. Technologies, they are having a phenomenal impact on our lives at an increasing pace. These children who are just in the class 6 now, by the time they are in 2030, the impact of these technologies would be phenomenal.
Okay.
And these are not one technology or two technology.
Okay.
They are a basket of technologies.
Okay.
And these basket of technologies which come together, which will interact with each other, which will work with each other and create new systems, these are called cyber-physical systems.
Okay.
But to give you a more precise definition that is understandable by the children too, cyber, of course, is a fashionable word. It's a prefix to most of the things. Before we used to talk, now we do cyber talk.
Okay.
Before we used to do painting pictures on the paper, now we have cyber art.
Yes.
Before we used to have just space, now we have cyberspace. Anything to do with internet is also cyber. Frankly, the word cyber actually connotes and denotes anything that has got certain aspirational value.
Okay.
And something that we look forward to, something in the future, something unimaginable. That's one aspect. Come to the word cyber-physical systems. If I put it in very scientific jargon, it's a very simple. Cyber-physical systems connect computational systems with mechatronic systems.
Okay.
Now, let me explain what this is. Computational systems, you can't touch them. You can't. They are something like programs, algorithms, AI algorithms,
Definitely.
and so on and so forth. Mechatronic systems, mechanical, electronic, mechatronical, these systems, you can touch.
The things which we can touch.
Yeah. They may be computers, they may be most modern computers, they may be cell phones, they may be sensors,
Cars
they may
or
be cars,
trains.
they may be anything, any system. These are all. And the best part is, these need not be together. They can be spatially apart.
Okay.
They can be this thing also apart. They can come up at any time. They can disappear. They can be spread over. But all of them, they always be interacting. And when they interact, they produce a future, an environment that can be of phenomenal value in every discipline of life.
Okay.
And that is why this is very important that every child must know about it.
And that's why we call them interdisciplinary cyber-physical systems.
Absolutely.
You mentioned that it includes like various technologies.
Yes.
So what are these technologies that it includes?
Of course, everyone now talks about artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And that is definitely one very important technology. But if I look at 7, 8, 10 important technologies, nanotechnology, it's a very important. This is the one that makes our things smaller and smaller and smaller. And then produces results that are completely different from the normal world.
Yes.
They come into quantum computing and so on. It has got its phenomenal applications.
The world which is very small.
In the world that is small. Even computers, the sizes have come down phenomenally, the powers have increased phenomenally. Then, IoT, Internet of Things. It has got also another variant called Internet of Everyday Things, IoET.
So what
IoT,
is this Internet of Things?
In a way, you can look at Internet of Things as a subset of SCPS.
Okay.
The only difference being, Internet of Things, they definitely need internet to be able to talk to each other and connect to each other.
Okay.
Cyber-physical systems are one level above.
Okay.
They can even connect to computational systems that need not have the internet and so on. So in a way, that is the biggest. But Internet of Things are those which use sensors, etc., to be able to measure, monitor, and so on, and communicate the results, but using the internet. If there was no internet, the Internet of Things will not be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like cyber-physical systems are going to impact our life in so many ways.
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for a short break. And thank you for sharing such wonderful information. We will come back to you with more on this topic.
India Science is an internet-based science TV channel initiated by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar. India Science on the URL www.indiascience.in is a bilingual channel with content in Hindi and English. It can be accessed on any internet-enabled device. This video platform is dedicated to science and technology knowledge dissemination with a strong commitment to spreading scientific awareness, especially with Indian perspectives, ethos and cultural context. The India Science mobile app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store and Apple Store.
Welcome back after the break. We are in a conversation with Dr. Nadadur Janardhan. Gone are those days when a computer was just another device on our desk. Today, computers are cyber systems have become a part of our existence. Therefore, it is important for a nation to educate its people about the upcoming technologies which surround them. What are the initiatives taken by the government to aware students about the cyber physical systems?
Yeah, government has really taken up some wonderful initiative. One of them is a national mission, the national mission on ICPS, Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems.
Okay.
And it is called building awareness to the school children on ICPS. And more specifically, it is to children studying in government schools.
Okay.
In the aspirational districts of India. There are 115 aspirational districts in India, in all the states. And this program is running in all these aspirational districts. In each of the aspirational districts, 100 schools are chosen and 2 teachers each from these aspirational districts, from each of the school, they are brought together and trained on various aspects of these technologies, what are these technologies, how they will evolve, how they could shape the future. So apart from that, when they leave for the school, we give them, as part of the program, one tablet.
Okay.
This is not an ordinary tablet.
Okay.
This tablet is an artificial intelligence enabled robotic tablet.
Okay.
This is something unbelievable. And this is going to where? This is going to the rural government schools in all the aspirational districts.
Okay. So what is artificial intelligence?
Well, if I put it in a very simple way, if I suppose walk on the street and there is a dog that is chasing, it is growling at me, I might get afraid. I might start, I must get away from the dog.
Yes.
Right? If it growls and comes nearer, they will start walking faster.
Yes.
And then I will start running also. Now, this is something which we have got it from our birth. These kind of things are intuitive. They're coming. And as our brain grows, such intuition grows. When these are applied by scientists and engineers to mechatronic systems or to systems, then it will start behaving in similar manner.
Okay.
Give you an example. Suppose it's a doll. And the simplest one, they say, poke it, it cries.
Yes.
That's one. Second level, they increase it. If anyone comes 5 feet near the doll, it starts crying.
Okay.
That is the second level. At the third level, they say no complexity. What? Recognize these parents, like for example, the father, mother, etc. When they come, don't cry. If anyone else comes, cry. Now it starts learning that. Now comes the more tricky part, emotional part. Now it says, not just cry. When these people come, give them a smile. When a mother comes, give them a smile. Now that is now trying to understand the emotional and social aspects of it. This is also part of it. And as this child grows over a period of time, the best part of it is you can keep training it. And as it grows bigger, it can actually start to even predict. It can look at you and by asking you multiple questions, it can know what is the kind of answer that you would want. and it will start even telling you the kind of answers that you want. It can be very empathetic. And that's how the humanoids grow. They start to learn. They become, people who can help old people and so on. Artificial intelligence can grow in any way.
And like artificial intelligence, what are the other technologies which comes under ICPS?
Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
That is one. Then you have virtual reality, immersive reality, that is another one.
Okay.
Very important for all of this is communication. Today we are in the field of 3G, days of 3G, 4G, 5G they say coming.
Yes.
But by 2030 we are going to get 7G. You know what it is? When we have 7G, we will have internet all the time. Then you have blockchain technology. That is another wonderful technologies for governance.
Okay.
And many other applications for smart city, for example, what you told. Then you have things which facial recognition technology, using various kind of stuff, using in retail and other kind of stuff. So you have nanotechnology, you have IoT, you have blockchain technology, you have artificial intelligence, you have machine learning, you have VR, immersive learning. There's so many hosts of technologies. These 7, 8, 10 technologies, they are the ones that are going to join together, not alone, join together with each of them and create phenomenal applications that will really impact every aspect, whether it is construction, whether it is agriculture, whether it is transportation, you name it, even education or health.
How these technologies will be beneficial for the school students, and what are the things to be taught to the school students so that when they pass out and when they are becoming the professional, so they are not lacking behind from anything?
Well, if you look at the syllabus today, there is no talk of ICPS technologies even up to class 12.
Okay.
So definitely these kind of mission mode projects, they make the children aware of this so that they start thinking. In fact, there is a theme song also. It's called Future Shandar.
Okay.
Children learn by songs, This is a kind of a rap song. So all these technology terms are there. When they sing it, and so on, they understand it better. More important, many of the children, they start thinking about the technology, then they start researching about the technology, and they start doing something about the technology. So for them, whether it's if in the village also, good water, good sanitation, good financial inclusion, good village, cluster of villages, good panchayat, this is the kind of way they are thinking. I'm not even talking of smart cities. They are talking of smart village, smart panchayat, and so on.
Why is it important to educate school students about these technologies?
Because when they come out, these are the technologies that are going to be there. And if they have not thought about it now, what they will do? They will try to copy what has been done by the Western people or the other countries. But understand the demography of the other countries. They are all old people. Their applications are for their needs, not for our needs. We are going to be having crores of children who are young, who want jobs, who want entrepreneurship, who want to lead a life within the country. No one is going to take away crores of people into their country. So unless we think for ourselves, when I say we, the children start thinking from age 10 itself, even below, on these technologies, their applications for use in India by Indians so that the jobs are not lost, so that they have the best opportunities, I think it's going to be this. That is why this is very important that this is taught to our children from now itself.
Okay. On this note, we'll take a short break. Stay tuned for more on this topic.
India Science is an internet-based science TV channel initiated by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar. India Science on the URL www.indiascience.in is a bilingual channel with content in Hindi and English. It can be accessed on any internet-enabled device. This video platform is dedicated to science and technology knowledge dissemination with a strong commitment to spreading scientific awareness, especially with Indian perspectives, ethos and cultural context. The India Science mobile app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store and Apple Store.
Welcome back after the break. I am Harsh Kumar Khatwani and you are watching the show Our Cyber Physical Future. New technologies bring new opportunities as well as new challenges. Let us discuss the challenges associated with ICPS. Sir, what are the challenges associated with ICPS, Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems?
Well, technologies are neutral. I mean, they are neutral to various things. It is our biases and our kind of way of thinking that makes the thing. You can use ICPS for anything, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. So the challenge is that we must be good. I mean, if you want good applications for mankind, for humankind, for our children, for our society, we must build such applications. Yeah. That is the most important challenge. Ultimately, it comes to keeping ourselves, value-based and with certain sense of propriety. And that's very important. Otherwise, any technology you take from the last 100 years, it has been used for all kinds of uses, good or the bad. And the same is with ICPS.
And what are the challenges associated to develop this technology?
It's not just the development of the technology, it is the application of the technology.
Okay.
And that is why I said our children must start thinking about it from now. If they think about it for 10 years, so many ideas will come to them, which will be rooted to the soil of our country. They will not develop a technology application that is going to take away all the jobs in the agriculture sector. You can have an entire automation where 100,000 hectares can be done by one person. But we don't want such. We want such technologies which can actually benefit a large number of people. And I'll give you a very small example on how we introduce robotics into this tablet. I told you this is an AI-enabled robotic tablet.
Yes.
It's a simple example. Robotic means it will do what I say. I mean, it won't think for itself. What did I ask it to say? When we give the tablet to the teacher, I expect it to take it to the next day to the school and start using. Now, suppose the teacher does not take it, suffers forgotten, and does not take it to the school, then it is so designed to give me a signal, to give us a signal, saying that it has not gone where it is supposed to have gone. We wait for a day or two, and if it's not still gone, then we know something is not all right. Let us assume that they are taken it to the school, but they have not used it. They have closed it and kept it in almirah. Like many times, so many things are there, they are just lying around, lying dust, and then not being used. Then also we know, hey, this is not being used for the purpose, for making the children to use it. Again, we get a signal. But let us assume that they actually take it out, they start it.
Okay.
But the children are actually not using it in the way they should. Then we get a different kind of signal. The first one could be a red light kind of a signal. The second is maybe orange light kind of a signal.
Okay.
And when actually children start to use it, interact with it, talk to it, this is actually, yes, you can speak with it. This works even when there is no internet. Please understand, in the aspiration districts, in the rural areas, there is no internet. Even then, you can work on it. So all these are phenomenal applications of robotics into this.
So this seems like a really complicated phenomena, and we are talking about the futuristic technologies. So how challenging it is to teach school students about and aware them about these phenomena?
It's a big challenge because we are not talking about small numbers. We are talking of huge numbers. We are talking of crores of children studying in government schools, in private schools, large numbers. How to reach them? But then technology itself gives us a way. These ICPS technologies, they themselves give a way.
Okay.
So we can make these. Just imagine in a school where there is one teacher and there are 40 students. They have to do so many things. They have to cover the syllabus. Much of the syllabus does not have any of these. But then we can embed them into such systems. We can help them with certain tools by which they can easily be able to communicate and make the children access them and start thinking about them, reading about them, interacting with them, playing with them, singing with them. Unbelievable.
Sir, when can we see the applications related to cyber physical systems implemented in the world or in India?
Oh, you are seeing it every day. Your own cell phone, your smartphone is an application of it. You told about the train, that itself is there. And you are also having now the bands, the IoT bands. So you can check up your heart rate, how many paces you have gone, your pressure, so many things in health, it can automatically check. Actually, already a lot of systems are available in the health space, in the education space. Now you are saying driverless cars, this is the transportation space, you in the retail, in the way that it recognizes the buying pattern and so on and so forth and makes available. All of these are applications of ICPS. What is going to happen is more sophistication. More sophistication. Definitely in 2030, when you shop for a smartphone, you will not get the phone that you have now. 100% not. Probably you go there, a small injection, and then you have a nano phone gone in, and your hand is the screen, and you can play with it. It's sophistication. That will take place. But already we are in the age of ICPS.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Nadadur Janardhan. It was great to have you on the show.
My pleasure.
The future holds many possibilities that may ease our lives and solve the existing problems. How it will change our lives, we can only imagine. It's time to say a goodbye. You can send your feedback and suggestions to us. We will see you again next time with another episode of Science and Technology. Till then, goodbye and take care.